So Nintendo finally revealed new information about Rhythm Heaven Groove. I can't believe we've been waiting this long. It's been over a year since this game was revealed. It was like all the way back in March 2025, before we even got the Switch 2 Direct. But this looks absolutely incredible. But we got a release date of July 2nd, 2026, which is a little later than I was expecting. I was kind of hoping it would release in June. Like, initially I was hoping it would be May, but then we got the announcement that Yoshi will be releasing in May. Then I was kind of like coping a little bit and hoping for like early May, but July is fine. That's like not too long. That's really only like 3 months from now. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. And it's also only going to be $40, which I definitely think is pretty nice. Like, that's actually $10 cheaper than the price point for the WarioWare games. And the interesting thing is, it's actually like 3 times the size of the WarioWare games on Switch 1 in terms of file size, since it's 3.5 gigabytes, while the WarioWare games on Switch 1 were about like 1 gigabyte, like a little over 1. It was like 1.2 or something like that. But like it actually that doesn't really indicate that this game will have more content than the WarioWare games, but I do feel like that larger file size is a good sign. But I wanted to take a look at the artwork and some of the screenshots here. This looks really nice overall. I love the artwork here, like all of the characters. It just looks absolutely incredible. Like, I love how they're like bringing back the art style. Like, it's basically the same art style that the previous games had. Like, it's completely intact here. Like, they're bringing back that artist who worked on the previous games, but it looks really nice here. And there's also like some screenshots based on the first trailer. And this one is pretty interesting, as they actually updated the visuals since the first trailer. Since back in the first trailer, this used a different art style, and that was seemingly a prototype, but now it looks more in line with the Rhythm Heaven art style overall. So that's kind of interesting. I'm guessing the different art styles in the first trailer were actually like prototype visuals. And then another one from the first trailer. But yeah, this is looking pretty good overall. But there's also a bit of news on the Nintendo website as well. So on the Nintendo website here, as you can see, it will be getting a physical version in North America, which is nice. I know that really shouldn't be too much of a concern nowadays, since most Nintendo published games get a physical release worldwide. But Rhythm Heaven Megamix wasn't released physically in North America, which was pretty disappointing, so that concern kind of still was there a little bit. Like, you kind of have to wait and see like if certain series will get a physical release or not during this era. So it is nice that Rhythm Heaven Groove will be releasing physically worldwide. And it will also be the same price as the digital version. Like, I think the physical version being more expensive only applies to Switch 2 games. Switch 1 games, I think they will be the same price, but $40 for like the physical and digital version of this game is great. I think that is definitely a good price for this overall, and definitely pretty fair compared to other Nintendo games releasing lately. You guys have no excuse not to play this now. I'm joking, of course, but like I definitely think this will help get more people into Rhythm Heaven. I think that price is definitely very enticing, and I am really looking forward to this. And going back to what I was discussing before about why this game was revealed so early, I think that might be because Nintendo doesn't have many more plans for the Switch 1. I feel like they're mostly shifting focus over to the Switch 2 now, and Rhythm Heaven Groove might be the last somewhat major release for the Switch 1. I know I say major and it's a $40 game, but it's still, I would still consider that like a somewhat substantial Nintendo release. And it's just pretty interesting the way that they were pushing out these last Switch 1 games. And I also think it's a bit weird that we haven't heard any news on Switch 2 upgrades for either Tomodachi Life or this game. I feel like Tomodachi Life would benefit from it a bit more because of mouse control implementation, but I do feel like Rhythm Heaven Groove could also benefit from it with like 4K visuals. I feel like this is definitely a game that could run natively in 4K since most of the visuals are in 2D. Like Mario Wonder was able to run in native 4K and that has 3D visuals, so I definitely feel like Rhythm Heaven Groove could like make use of the Switch 2's capability in that way. Like even 120 FPS would be pretty cool. I know that's not really necessary for Rhythm Heaven since, I mean, it's mostly based on the music rather than the visuals. But anyways, let me know what your thoughts are on this news down in the comments, and thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Blue Sky if you want to. Stay perky!